So, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arnie Delgado. I'm about to tackle about the ratio of tests. So, introduction first. So, introduction. The ratio test is a method used in mathematics to determine the convergence or divergence of an infinite series. It is particularly useful for series where the terms involve factorials, as it provides a straightforward way to access the behavior of the series without having to compute individual terms implicitly. So, this is the formula of the ratio test, where subsequence at a sub n, if the limit as n approaches infinity of an absolute value of the ratio between these two terms of a sub n plus 1 and all over a sub n. So there are three possibilities to compute the limit. So first is, if L is less than 1, then the series is convergence. Then the second is, if L is greater than 1, then the series is divergence. And the third is, if L is equal to 1, then the series is inconclusive. So, let's get an example. So this is an example, which is the given is the n times 4 over 3 raised to n. So, copy the formula, which is the a sub n plus 1 all over a sub n. So, ang a sub n natin, which is our given, which is the n times 4 over 3 raised to n. So, ang a sub 1 plus 1 natin is n is equal to n plus 1 times 4 over 3 n plus 1. So, paano nagawa yan? So, simple lang yan. So, ang lahat ng n, mag plus 1 lang tayo. So, nagiging n plus 1 times or 4 over 3 raised to n plus 1. So, next is, copy, i-substitute lang natin. So, ang a sub n plus 1 natin, which is the n plus 1 times 4 over 3 n plus 1 all over, ang a sub n natin is equal to n times 4 over 3 raised to n. So, next steps is, copy lang natin ang x plus 1. So, i-simplify natin ang 4 over 3 n plus 1. So, ang equals ana si ang equivalent ana so 4 over 3 raised to n times 4 over 3 raised to 1. So, para makancel ang 4 over 3 sa ilalim. So, cancel na. Cancel. So, ang matitira n plus 1 times 4 over 3 raised to n. Then next is, since constant man ang 4 over 3, so lipat natin sa side, then ang matitira, then n plus 1 all over n. So, alam natin na ang n plus 1 over n is equal to 1 lang na sila. So, nagiging 4 over 3 times 1 over 1. So, i-times natin sila. So, ang labas, 4 over 3. So, since ang 4 over 3 is greater than 1, so, divergence.
Hello everyone, I'm Anne Caroline G. Salapar, a second-year college and Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. So, let me show you two more examples of ratio test. Let's start. Okay, so para mas magets lalo, let's have example number 2. With the given 2n factorial over n factorial squared. So, ang a sub n natin here is same lang sa given, which is 2n factorial over n factorial squared. So, ang a sub n plus 1 naman natin, papalitan natin yung n ng n plus 1. So, magiging 2 times n plus 1 factorial over n plus 1 factorial squared. And then, we're going to distribute this one, itong 2 here. So, magiging 2n plus 2 factorial over n plus 1 factorial squared. So, therefore, the limit of n as it approaches infinity must be in the form absolute value of a sub n plus 1 over a sub n. So, ang gagawin natin, i-plug in natin yung mga nakuha nating values here and here by following this format. So, that will be this one. So, this one is denominator and this one is yung sa numerator. Then, after that, if you can recall, yung rules ng division is you're going to reciprocal the denominator, and then you will follow the rules of multiplication, which is numerator times numerator and the denominator times denominator. So let's write this one in multiplication form of fractions. So copy this one, yung numerator, yan, and then reciprocal yung itong denominator, which is n factorial squared over 2n factorial. So here, let's think of something na pwede nating ma-separate here in order for us na may ma-cancel out dito. Since mas mahirap siyang isolve if wala kang ma-cancel out. So here I have examples here. Ito. So if you're going to separate something in factorial form, the next term should be 1 lesser than the previous term. So para mas magets nyo, no? For example, ito, n plus 1 factorial. So ang first term is copy this one. Ito, n plus 1. And then minusan ng isa. So ang minus ng isa, yun yung magiging next term. So ito, n factorial. So additional, another example is ito, 2n plus 2 factorial. So ang first term is 2n plus 2. Copy this one, right? And then minus 1 dito, so maging times 2n plus 1. And then minus 1 ulit, so maging ang next is 2n factorial. Okay, so ito, we can apply it sa separation dito. Okay. So, okay, here. Okay, isa-isahin natin para mas magets ninyo, okay? And then, ito, let's start here, 2n plus 2 factorial. So, same lang siya dito. So, ito na yung form niya na gagayahin natin. So, it will become this one. 2n plus 2 times 2n plus 1 times 2n factorial. Times sa numerator din, which is n factorial squared. Since naka-square siya, ibig sabihin, i-multiply lang siya by itself. So, magiging times n factorial times n factorial. Next is yung denominator naman, itong n plus 1 factorial squared. So, same lang siya dito, pero naka-squared siya. So, ibig sabihin, dalawang beses nating isa-separate ito. So, ito is magiging n plus 1 times n factorial times isa pa, n plus 1 times n factorial times yung isang denominator din, 2n factorial. So, dyan, as you can see, may mga na-cancel out na dyan because same sila and pwede na silang ma-cancel out. So, ito, cancel out yung n factorial, isa pang n factorial, 2n factorial. So, nakikita nyo naman kung ano na lang yung mga natira dyan. So, ito na yan. 2n plus 2 times 2n plus 1 over n plus 1 times n plus 1. So, next na gagawin natin is i-expand natin by using FOIL method. So, 2n times 2n is 4n squared, 2n times 1 is 2n, 2 times 2n is 4n, 2 times 1 is 2. And then, same na lang din dito sa baba. So, ito na siya, n squared plus n plus 1. So, next, ang gagawin natin is, i-simplify natin or i-combine natin yung like terms. Yan. So, naging 4n squared plus 6n plus 2 over n squared plus 2n plus 1 na. So, from there, as you can see, obvious naman din na if you're going to direct substitution ng infinity sa dito, this one, you will get undefined. So, therefore, you can use the L'Hopital's rule. Whereas, you can derive para may makuha kang value ng limit. So, this one. First derivative, derive mo siya since the largest exponent is 2. So, dalawang beses natin siya i-derive. Magiging 8n plus 6 over 2n plus 2. And then, i-derive natin ulit since undefined pa rin naman ito. So, maging 8 over 2, which is 4. Pero, may mas madaling paraan naman. No? Hindi ka na mag-compute ng ganyan. Although, madali naman yan, but may mas madali, which is kapag same lang ng largest exponent yung numerator and yung denominator. So, as you can see, yung largest exponent ito is 2. Same lang silang dalawa. So, para mas madali, you are going to take lang yung coefficient ng largest exponent, which is 4 over 1. So, yun, 4 over 1 is equal to 4 din. So, as you can see, same lang silang dalawa. No? Same lang sila ng answer. So, it's up to you kung ano yung gagamitin ninyo. Pero, if same naman ng exponent, mas okay na lang nakunin nyo na lang yung coefficient ng numerator and denominator. So, the limit is 4 greater than 1, which means our series is diverging. Okay, another example. Here, ang given natin here is 5 raised to n plus 3 times n squared over 7 raised to n. So, same lang din kanina, ang a sub n natin is same lang sa original form, or yung given. So, this one, 5 raised to n plus 3 times n squared over 7 raised to n. And then, ang a sub n plus 1 is, papalitan natin yung mga n ng n plus 1. So, magiging 5 raised to n plus 1 plus 3 times n plus 1 squared over 7 raised to n plus 1. Next is, simplify natin to. So, magiging 5 raised to n plus 4 times n plus 1 squared over 7 raised to n plus 1. And then, ipa-plug in na natin siya ngayon following this format. So, magiging numerator siya, and this one is denominator. So, sabi ko nga kanina, susundin natin yung rules ng division sa fraction. And then, let's write it in multiplication form. This one. So, magiging copy lang this one. I-copy natin to here. Times yung reciprocal ng denominator, which is 7 raised to n over 5 raised to n plus 3 times n squared. This one. And so, kanina, ano bang napansin ninyo kanina? Nung nasa multiplication form na, di ba maghahanap tayo ng something na masa-separate in order for us na merong makancel out. So, here, I have example naman here. I have examples again. So, kung maaalala ninyo, yung multiplication ng exponents with the same base is ina-add lang yung mga exponent. Like this one, 5n times 5 raised to 4 is equal to 5 raised to n plus 4. So, yung exponent lang yung ina-add sa same base ng with exponent. And then, kapag division naman, here, ima-minus or isa-subtract yung exponents nila. So, magiging 5 raised to 4 minus 3 is equal to 5. So, let's apply it sa ating equation here. So, there. Ito, 5 raised to n plus 4. This one, pwede natin siyang i-separate by this form. So, magiging 5n times 5 raised to 4. And then, copy n plus 1 squared, this one. And then, times yung numerator din sa kabila, which is 7 raised to n. And then, same lang din sa gagamitin dito sa 7 raised to n plus 1. Same lang sila nito. This one. So, let's have 7. Wait lang. So, let's have 7 raised to n times 7, or 7 raised to 1. Same lang sila na 7. Times, same lang here. Same lang ulit. 5 raised to n times 5 raised to 5 cube times n squared. So, yan na yung expanded form, or rather yung may separation na. So, may nakikita ba kayo na pwedeng makancel out dyan? Yes, meron. So, cancel out natin itong 5 raised to n, 5 raised to n, 7 raised to n, 7 raised to n, and itong 5 raised to 4 over 5 cube, pwede natin siyang i-divide by subtracting their exponents. So, makancel out na to, and this one, magiging raised to 1 na siya, and magiging 5 eventually. So, yan na siya. Ang mga natira na here is 5 times n plus 1 squared over 7 n squared. So, ito na siya. Next na gagawin natin is i-expand natin ito. Since naka-squared naman siya, so meaning, i-multiply lang ito by itself. So, expanded form na siya, 5 times n plus 1 times n plus 1 over 7n squared. So, let's apply yung FOIL method here. So, magiging n squared plus n plus 1. So, yun na yung expanded form nito. And then, gagawin natin dito is combine like terms. So, copy 5, n squared plus 2n plus 1 over 7n squared. And, since nasa labas pa yung 5, so i-distribute natin yung 5 here and here. So, magiging 5n squared, 5 times n squared is 5n squared, 5 times 2n is 10n, and 5 times 1 is 5 over 7n squared. And then, gaya kanina, you can use L'Hopital's rule since hindi pwedeng gamitin dito yung direct substitution ng infinity. So, here. Pero, sabi ko nga kanina, mas madali kapag nakikita nyo namang obvious na same ang largest exponent ng numerator and ng denominator, which is 2. So, mas madali if kukunin nyo na lang yung coefficient ng largest exponent sa numerator and yung coefficient ng largest exponent sa denominator, which is 5 over 7. So, 5 over 7 is less than 1. Okay? L, or yung limit, is 0.71. Same lang sila here, as you can see, is less than 1. So, our series is absolutely converging. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something, and good luck to your studies.